Guys, the Jackson's here, bringing you another Boomage video. In today's video, guys, we're going to be going over some of the key tech tree changes. Basically, the tech tree path that you want to take up and above 4 engines and going forward. So, yeah, so we're sitting at about rank 18.5. I mean, it's been good overall, but it has gotten a little grindy recently. Like, it seems like everyone's using the same attack, everyone's using the same base. And it's just kind of, grinding out, who can flare the best and, kind of really optimize. What it really comes down to, honestly, is just skill with the current meta. That's really all it comes down to, because it's like who can shave off 4 seconds here, 2 seconds here kind of thing. Like, a lot of these battles are coming down to just a handful of seconds, kind of depending on the base, but and tech level and stuff like that. So, which is good. I think that's a good thing. Overall, I think the season's going great, but what we're going over today is once we get to around 4 engines. I know some of you guys aren't here yet, but we've already covered this ad nauseum. What you got to do back here, like it's all like everything. Any question that you could have, it's already covered. So just go back if you're still waiting, or if you're still needing help with some of the stuff to do before 4 engines. We've just check out the last few videos, and OPH chicken, we got you covered, guys. So 4 engines and beyond. So essentially, the path that you want to take, since it's a short season, we're gonna bypass the rocket launcher completely. I've faced a couple bases with them. They don't make a huge difference. I mean, if you have them maxed out, that's great, but I mean, you're sacrificing a lot to do that, and it's essentially not worth it in the long run. So Barrage is huge because it allows you to basically, you want to look at Barrage this way. If you have it at rank 3, it's good for 3 engine bases. If you have it at rank 4, it's good for 4 engine bases. And I believe it takes 4 Barrage. You gotta be careful with the placement. If you misplace it, it's not going to take down the engine room. But 4 Barrage directly in the center of the, because I've made this mistake a few times, directly in the center of the engine room is going to take down the engine at 4 engines. 3 Barrage will take down an engine room at 3 engines, but you have to get the 4th engine to get it, so you're not facing a ton of 3 engine rooms bases, especially now. So that's basically how you want to look at Barrage. Maxing it out is going to be a great idea, because I'm not sure exactly how that works if it's 3 Barrage that takes down an engine room at 4 engines, but regardless, it speeds up the time dramatically. Unlocking them allows you to clear your mines, which is huge, so it's just a great upgrade. It's just a great unlock, and it's the first unlock after 4 engines, so I mean, you have to get it anyways. In terms of prototypes, you want to get the Shock Blaster. I've seen some bases with the Doom Cannon. I've seen some bases with the Boom Surprise. It looks like the Boom Surprise actually has a visual glitch, because there is like a tail on the end of it. But the Shock Blaster is the best, because look at the ranks of these prototypes. The Boom Surprise is not good because it doesn't have a ton of range. I mean, sure, it'll take down a couple heavies. That doesn't help you. It's not taking down bombardiers. The Shock Blaster 3 has a lot of health, stuns basically everybody, slows down the attack, takes out bombers because it switches between targets. By far the best that you can use. The Doom Cannon, second best. I'm not saying you can't win with it. It's not a bad choice, but based on the current meta and the base layouts that we're seeing, Shock Blaster is the better option. So go with the Shock Blaster. And from here, we're not going to unlock Cryoneers. We don't need them. We're going to unlock Gunboat Energy because it helps with having that extra barrage, right, that we already talked about. So it's going to allow you to use more barrage, more mine clears, save more energy for shocks at the end. Essentially, all you're using your Gunboat Energy on is bullet shock knuckles, using barrage to either take down engine rooms or clear mines, or do both. Using shocks at the very end of the attack, when you have to Hail Mary your bombers onto the last 2 engine rooms. And, if you can start the battle with, I don't know what I'm starting with now. I think it's close to 70 or 80 GBE. It definitely helps. It's not like before when we were at 3 engines where the Gunboat Energy was useless because we weren't really using it for anything. It definitely helps. The next upgrade, building damage. Huge. I would say even bypass the upgrade. Like, don't upgrade Gunboat Energy. I made that mistake. Put all your upgrades into building damage. That's going to be huge. That's going to slow them down at every turn. That's going to give you better time and everything like that. And then essentially from there, it's pretty quick and easy choices. We're going to go critters, and then we're going to go straight to 5 engines. So it's going to be tempting to go back and get some of these defenses. I mean, some of them you could argue are worth getting. You know, maybe I've made some mistakes, but regardless, I think once we get past 4 engines, this is going to be the optimal path to take, because then we get some huge stuff up here. You know, we get lots of ice, we get lots of magma, more gunboat energy, we get Dr. Vaughn, we get Seekers. And keep in mind, guys, the season's already down to almost 2 weeks. By the time this video comes out, it's going to be 15 days. So, I mean, we don't have all the time in the world to get all the unlocks and all the upgrades that we want. So you really have to prioritize and make really good choices and decisions in the tech tree. That's what the whole season... That's what everything in Warships comes down to, is just what your choices in the tech tree reflect kind of in the meta. So that's essentially all that matters. So let's get into some attacks here now, guys. You know, nothing has really changed in terms of attacking that what we've been talking about in the last video, other than simply just trying to optimize it, because it is tricky, man. I mean, especially these bases where they're a little bit different. They're the layout's a little bit wonky on them. These are the ones I tend to struggle with the most, because it's like you want your troops on this side. You know, I probably should have delay dropped them a little bit, but you want your troops on this side to take down these defenses and then go up to the right. The problem is that I keep putting them down all at the same time. You know, you'd think the chicken would learn this after doing it the last 5 times. And then they all go the same way. You know, and then they do this, and this is no good. This is just a waste of time. Based on the fact that they're doing this, I'm going to lose this attack for sure. And that's no good, guys. That's no good. I don't know. It just seems weird that they all go that way, you know. And once they're all going the same way, like, at least you can flare them, but, yeah. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. Go, 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 go. I have 102 gunboat energy. So we're going to go like this. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think that's actually going to take down that engine room, because it's so... I put them right on the center there to help with the shock blaster and the machine gun, but there was really no point in doing that, I guess. Oh, man. Alright, well, we'll shock these boom cannons here. Doesn't really matter at this point. Shock blaster is going to clip a couple of the bombers. See, this is why you want the shock blaster, because, I mean, look, it switches between targets. It kills everybody. So we're going to go like this. And then we're going to flare over here. And we have the barrage, so that should hopefully take care of that. And boom, 219. Not a great time. Definitely some chicken mistakes on that one, but, you know, it is what it is. Not every attack is going to be perfect. That's Warships, right? You got to make some mistakes to learn from them. So, yeah, it's been a grind. It's been a grind, you know. You got to put a lot of time into it. I find it kind of goes like this. Like, you find out what the meta is. You play a bunch of battles, and, you know, you kind of win the first little bit, and then you kind of hit a wall, you go back a little bit, and then you just have to, like, grind past that wall. It's just like 1 win, 1 loss, 1 win, 1 loss, and then you eventually push through and get to where you want to stay at. And then, you know, kind of, like, essentially all your choices reflect how far you're going to get past that wall, and, you know, how efficient your base is, etc., etc. So let's go. I'm going to delay drop them properly this time. So we're going to go heavies, and then we're going to go bombers over here. I think it was a little aggressive to go 1 boat of heavies and 1 boat of bombers over this way, but I'll also use gunboat energy to help them. So let's go heavy, bullet, bomber, bomber, bomber down this way. And we're going to keep shocking here. I'm only really worried about that boom cannon because the heavies are going to tank everything else. Now, I don't know if you should use barrage on shock launchers, because I don't think it takes it out. Yeah, it definitely does not. So I'll just throw one in the middle there. Okay, there we go. So the bombers are good on that side. Now let's use the shock knuckles. Does this guy have 5? No, he had 4. Funny enough, I actually faced a guy that had 5 engines right before I started the video. That was ridiculous. That was just stupid. The guy didn't have any defenses. He was at 5 engines at rank 18. Like, come on, man. Like, what are you doing? Okay, there we go. So then we're going to take down this engine, and then we're going to go right about here. I'm going to use barrage. And I'm probably going to kill some heavies, but I don't care. And boom, 2 minutes and 33 seconds. Not a great time. Not a terrible time, right? I should get that on a t-shirt. Actually, I have t-shirts in the if you look underneath the video, I think it's got a sweater, but I've got some other stuff if you want to check out Teespring. It's actually pretty cool. It's way better than the other merch store that I was using before. But yeah, guys, that's essentially it. That's basically what I wanted to talk about, the tech tree, and everything like that. We're pushing up. The whole point of the season right now is to get to diamond as quickly as possible, so you're getting the most efficient chests, and that's going to put you in the position to finish in the top 500 if you're chasing that trophy. That's what I'm trying to do, is just get to diamond rank as quickly as humanly possible. I don't know if it's still in the cards, but I'm going to be trying as hard as I can anyways to get there. So yeah. Oh, also, check out the Chicken 2 channel. If you guys play Clash Royale, I'm giving away a bunch of the P.E.K.K.A. birthday emotes. So if you're interested in those, just head over and say you're from this channel, and we'll hook you up with a new emote. So, yeah, guys, that's all we got for you today. As always, thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap up the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative, or you like the sign, possibly. And we'll see you in the next one, guys. Checking it out. Back.